Hello, everyone. This is Al, Red Sox fan, coming to you from Al, Red Sox fan YouTube channel. Hope all is well. We're going to bring you some History Maker baseball. Our first look at the Cooperstown Complete baseball's most memorable set. And we're calling this Bring Your Best 13. What's Bring Your Best 13? Well, it's when you have your wife, Nurse Theresa, draft you a 13-player team, 2 teams, 10 position players, 3 pitchers, 1 starter, 2 relievers. We've drafted them already. We'll go through them real quick. The first team, Popcorn, sponsored by Bazooka Bubblegum, will be represented by starting pitcher Bob Feller. The relievers are Lee Smith, Hoyt Wilhelm. I should probably get the cards out, right? These are really nice cards. They're the visiting team. The ballpark is Cooperstown Ballpark, we'll call it. Plays normal to righties and lefties. And so you have Bob Feller, he's the starting pitcher. Lee Smith, Hoyt Wilhelm are the relievers. Your 10 position players. The lineup goes catcher to extra hitter. Catcher to extra hitter. So it goes catcher, first, second, short, third, left, center, right, DH, extra hitter. We have 10 batters in the lineup. Carlton Fisk will lead off and do the catching. The big hurt, Frank Thomas, bats second, plays first. Paul Molitor bats third, plays second. Phil Rizzuto is the cleanup hitter because he's the shortstop. Batting fifth, Ron Santo. Billy Williams is in left. He'll bat sixth. Batting seventh, Ken Griffey Jr. in center. Vlad Guerrero bats eighth in right field. The DH, Ted Williams, bats ninth. The extra hitter, George Kell, bats 10th. Hello, Philip Reynolds and Thomas Bartlett. Sandy Koufax is the starting pitcher for the Cracker Jacks, sponsored by Quaker. So you have Sandy Koufax is their starting pitcher. Raleigh Fingers and Dennis Eckersley are the relievers. The lineup for the Cracker Jacks: catcher, Ted Simmons. Batting second, playing first base, Rod Carew. Batting third, second baseman, Bobby Dorr. Cleanup hitter is the shortstop, Derek Jeter. Batting fifth at third base, Michael Jack Schmidt. Batting sixth in left field, Carl Yastrzemski. Batting seventh in center field, the Duke of Flatbush, Duke Snyder. Batting eighth in right field, Willie Stargell. Batting ninth, the designated hitter, Reggie Jackson. Extra hitter, Ryan Sandberg. These teams were drafted by Nurse Theresa by just picking the cards. I separated them, and however they came out, that's how it was. We went catcher to extra hitter. All right, let's roll some dice and have some fun. These are all, the Cooperstown set is broken up into, I believe it's 4 sets if you count the mini set. And we're using the Cooperstown Legends. So these are all Cooperstown Legends. Again, we like to say hello to Norbert Piercy. Philip Reynolds, who's playing a 61 replay. Kansas City A's 6, Yankees 3, top of 6. Thank you for sharing that. And RJL Network. Check out those wonderful channels. All right, so Sandy Koufax, 1963 Dodgers, ace flash double control will face off against Carlton Fisk. 1983 White Sox, hero, semi-hero, semi-home run king, semi-whiffer. Here's Koufax. We should get the book, right? We need the book. Let's get the book. Here's Koufax to deal to Carlton Fisk. Sandy gets a 1-2-6 with a decider die. 1-2-6. Is Sandy fresh? He's fresh for 6 innings, we've decided. That's a line shot to the second baseman, Bobby Doerr. Oh, come on, Penn. Don't do that. There we go. 1 down, so Fisk is retired. That's 1 out. Let's put that over here. The Big Hurt, Frank Thomas, White Sox, 1993. Semi-champion, slugger, semi-home run king, semi-patient. Koufax looks in, gets the sign from Ted Simmons. The pitch to the Big Hurt. 2-3-5 to Ted Simmons. 2-3-5 from Sandy Koufax, the left arm of God. 2-3-5. Is Koufax wild? No. Is Frank Thomas eager? No. Ground out to second. Let's check the hourglass. Patient batter draws a walk. He's semi-patient. The decider die says no, so he grounds out to Bobby Doerr. 4-3. 2 up, 2 down for Sandy Koufax. The number 3 hitter, second baseman Paul Molitor. Molitor is a champion slugger, both semi-traits. Koufax is ready. The left armor God deals to the Milwaukee Brewer, Paul Molitor from 1991. 2-2-4. Does it close the door on Paul Molitor? 2-2-4. Pitching at home. Yes. Koufax jams. They're the home team. Koufax jams Molitor. It's popped up for the shortstop, who and Jeter will make the play on the outfield grass. 1-2-3. Go the Popcorn Boys. So Koufax doesn't register a K, but takes out the Popcorn Bunch, sponsored by Bazooka Bubblegum. So good job by Sandy. Let's see what Bob Feller can do here. Bob Feller, Cleveland Indians, 1940. Will face Ted Simmons, Rod Carew, Bobby Doerr. Ted Simmons, 1977 St. Louis Cardinals. Brian Hoxie, how you doing? Hope all is well. Oh, our umpires, Angel Hernandez behind the plate. He's god-awful. You know that. Tom Conley at first. Doug Harvey second. Carl Hubbard third. They might come into play. They might not. The pitch from Bob Feller to Ted Simmons. Simmons switch hitter batting lefty. That's a 1-4-5 to Ted Simmons. 1-4-5 from Bob Feller. Struggling, no. It's going to be a ground out to first. Fielding the ball is the Big Hurt, Frank Thomas. He tosses to Feller for out number 1, scoring at home 3-1. So Simmons is retired. We now move to Rod Carew, Minnesota Twins, 1977. The pitch to Rod Carew. 1-5-5 with the decider die. Not that that matters for him. 1-5-5 to Carew. 1-5-5. Home run king. No. That's a deep fly ball to center field. On his horse, racing back, reaching up, making the catch is Ken Griffey Jr. Carew gave it a ride, but not far enough. 2 outs. So Feller looking to match Sandy Koufax with a 1-2-3 inning. Stepping to the plate, right-hand batting second baseman, 1944 Boston Red Sox, Bobby Doerr. Feller looks in at Fisk. He's ready. He rocks and deals to Bobby Doerr. 3-5-6 with a decider die. 3-5-6. Are they the same? Bobby Doerr bats right. Feller throws right. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. So Feller records his first K. Down go the Cracker Jacks, sponsored by Quaker. We're through 1 inning here at the Cooperstown Field of Dreams, we'll call it. Plays normal for righties and lefties. Oh, we forgot to tell you. For the popcorn team sponsored by Bazooka Bubblegum, Guerrero's the cold batter. Ted Williams, the hot batter. The Cracker Jacks, sponsored by Quaker. The hot batter is Bobby Dorr. And the cold batter is Michael Jack Schmidt. Sandy Koufax back up on the bump. The left arm of God. Love Sandy Koufax. Can't get too much of Sandy. That's for sure. They'll face Phil Rizzuto. If you're wondering about the batting orders, I literally went catcher to extra hitter. That's what I did. Because we're sort of like a softball thing. We go with an extra hitter. Having fun. This is a fun set. Here's Phil Rizzuto, 1955 Yankees. Rizzuto, semi-traits of champion, scrapper, patient, and good eye. Koufax is ready. The pitch to Phil Rizzuto. That's a 2-3-4. Does it close the door on Phil Rizzuto, the scooter? 2-3-4. Runners on base? No. Hot batter. Is Phil Rizzuto the hot batter? No. Popped up left side. Koufax came in high and tight. Calling for it. Third baseman Michael Jack Schmidt. He'll make the catch. 1 out. So Rizzuto pops out to Schmidt. That will bring up Chicago Cub from 1967, Ron Santo. Santo is a hero, semi-home run king, semi-patient. Right-handed stick. Koufax is ready. Simmons sets the target. The pitch to Ron Santo. That's going to be a 4-5-6 to Ron Santo. 4-5-6 from Koufax to Santo. 4-5-6. Is the batter patient? He is semi-patient. The decider die says no. Chases a high fastball. That's a fly ball to center field. Snyder to his right makes the catch. There are 2 down. Nice play by Duke Snyder. And with that, the next batter will go off the purple chart. I believe that's a chemistry chart. Both teams are harmonious. That's Billy Williams stepping to plate. 1972 Cubs. Billy Williams. Chemistry. So we're going to roll the red, blue, and decider die for Billy Williams. 16 for Billy Williams. Batting team dissidents. No. Billy Williams walks. So Billy Williams reaches. He walks. Designated cold batter. Oh, I'm sorry. Not the designated. It's going to be Ken Griffey Jr.'s up next. Do we want Billy Williams to try to steal? He's semi-stoic. Stoic runners cannot. You know what? He is not going to steal. Because even if he... First roll of decider die to C. That's the extra base. He's not going to steal. We'd have to roll to see if they get the decider die if he's stoic or not. But you got Ken Griffey Jr. at the plate. He's got to swing the stick. Ken Griffey Jr., lefty versus the left arm of God, Sandy Koufax. What an epic matchup here. Koufax looks in at Simmons. He's ready. Pays no heed to Billy Williams at first. The pitch to Ken Griffey Jr. from Sandy Koufax. 2-4-4. Does it close the door? 2-4-4. Koufax to Griffey Jr. 2-4-4. Is he an ace? You bet your bottom dollar that Sandy Koufax is an ace. Griffey will fly out to his counterpart, Duke Snyder, in center. The walk doesn't hurt. We go to the bottom of the second. No score here at Cooperstown Field. Koufax has not registered a K yet. RJL Network says 1972 is next inside pitch replay. Nice. Go Red Sox. Bob Feller back up on the perch. Feller will face Jeter, Yastrzemski, and Duke Snyder. Derek Jeter, 2006 Yankees, semi-hero, semi-champion. Feller is ready to work. The pitch to Derek Jeter. 1-6-6 to Jeter. 1-6-6. Workman or gilded? No. Is Jeter a whiffer? No. That's a ground ball hit hard to third, making a wonderful backhanded stab, pivoted and throwing to first is Ron Santo. So Jeter is retired, 5-3. The next batter will go off the experience mini chart. So Jeter is retired. Michael Jack Schmidt is an icon. So let's get to the experience chart. We will roll the red, blue die and the decider die. Here's the pitch to Michael Jack Schmidt. That is a 4-6. I just say 46 with no decider die. So a 46 icon pitcher. No, Bob Feller is not an icon pitcher in 1940 for the Cleveland Indians. Hard shot to shallow right field. Oh, my Lord. Mike, this is awesome. So make sure I'm looking at the 46. I want to make sure I'm looking at the 46. I am. So Michael Jack Schmidt thinks he has a base hit to right, but it says hard shot to shallow right field. Putting on the charge is Vlad Guerrero. You know he has a hell of an arm. He throws to first for the putout. Oh, my Lord. Michael Jack Schmidt's going to have to pay some money to the Kangaroo Court. He is retired 9-3. So no hit for Michael Jack Schmidt. That is awesome. Not if you're Michael Jack Schmidt. 2 outs for Carl Yastrzemski, 1967 Yaz, of course. Semi-champion, slugger, semi-home run king, semi-patient. Triple Crown winner in 67. John Wise, how you doing, my friend? Brian Hoxie says, this card set is so great. Clinton Parks, how you doing? Here we go. Feller to Yaz. 1-2-6. Who's picking up some sticks on a 1-2-6? Is it Bob Feller or Carl Yastrzemski? 1-2-6. Fresh. Feller is fresh. That's a line shot right at the second baseman for the Popcorn Boys. Paul Molitor. Yastrzemski hits it on the screws, but nothing to show for it but an out. We're through 2 here at Cooperstown Field, and we're scoreless. Due up for the Popcorn team, sponsored by Bazooka Bubblegum. Guerrero, who threw out Mike Schmidt at first on a ball hit to right. Ted Williams and George Kell. They're none too happy with Michael Jack Schmidt in the dugout. Top of 3. Again, my starting pitchers are fresh for 6 innings. The relievers are fresh for 2 innings. And we play it by ear. So it's Koufax, meaning that the starting pitcher can be fresh for longer than 6 innings. We'll face Guerrero, Ted Williams, George Kell. Guerrero, designated cold batter. Koufax to Vlad, the Impaler, Guerrero. 1-3-5 from Sandy K to Guerrero. 1-3-5. Unusual result. Okay. 1-3-5. And unusual result, page 13. So page 13, unusual result. Ballpark qualities. So that's because it's a black 1. Ballpark qualities. And the ballpark we made up, Cooperstown Field, normal to righties and lefties. Plays normal. All right. Page 13. Actually, that's for the red. We're looking for the black 1. Ballpark qualities. We have to find the ballpark qualities as we come to a screeching stop. Red 1, black 5. Where's the black one? Actually, we just have to go to the ballpark qualities. Where are the ballpark qualities? I know it. Let's find the ballpark qualities. It's somewhere. I've used it before. Glove score. Here it is. Page 8. Ballpark qualities. All right. We're going to roll red, blue, and decider die. That's a 36. For Guerrero, ballpark qualities, 36. Big ballpark, no. Oh, I forgot to, it's a normal. Everything's normal. So it's not a big ballpark. It's normal. What did I say again? 36. It's going to be an out. Right fielder makes the catch. So Guerrero, robbed of extra bases. A nice running catch by Willie Stargell in right. One down. I'll bring up the DH, Ted Williams. On deck, the extra hitter, George Kell. If you're a baseball purist, you're not going to like my lineup. Oh, well. Don't get mad at George Kell for being an extra hitter. The pitch to Ted Williams, designated hot batter. Teddy ball game. From Sandy Koufax, that's going to be a 3.36 to Ted Williams. 3.36. Is Koufax an ace or dynamic? He is. That's a deep fly ball to center field. Tracking it down is Duke Snider. So Ted Williams gave it a ride, but the Duke of Flatbush makes the catch. 2 outs. Next batter. The red chart is the experience chart, and it's going to be George Kell. So George Kell rolls on the experience chart. The pitch from Koufax to George Kell, that is an 11. George Kell is an icon in 1950 at third base for the Detroit Tigers. So that's an 11. Is the pitcher a prospect? No. Swing and a miss. That's strike 3. Had he been a prospect, we would have went to the fence. But the breaking pitch fools George Kell. That's the first strikeout for Koufax. We go to the bottom of the third, still scoreless at Cooperstown Field. Let's adjust the camera. Ah! Camera moved. There we go. Ugh. All right, we'll have to... It's fine. The stupid thing moved. So it's George Kell is out. Bottom of third. Coming up for the Cracker Jacks, sponsored by Quaker. 3 scoreless innings for Sandy Koufax. No one's got a hit yet. Well, Michael Jack Schmidt almost had a hit, but he was thrown out by Vladimir Guerrero for lollygagging. World's Worst Gamer, how you doing? Hope all is well. And hopefully the camera does not move again. So it's going to be Snider, Stargell, Jackson to face Bob Feller. Bob Feller looking to put up another goose egg to match Sandy Koufax. Feller has a word with Fisk. Fisk back behind the plate now. Feller nods his head. The pitch to Duke Snider, semi-champion, slugger, semi-home run king. Oh, that's a 5.66. Is it going to be a good roll for the Duke of Flatbush? 5.66. for Duke Snyder. Is Feller wild? No. Does Duke Snyder have a good eye? No. Swing and a miss. He chased high and away. Feller gets his second K as he brings down the Duke of Flatbush, Duke Snyder. The next batter will go the blue chart, which is the right now chart. So this goes hot or cold kind of thing. Willie Stargell will face Bob Feller on the right now chart. 56 for Willie Stargell. 56, hot pitcher. He is a hot pitcher. He just struck out, the way I played, he just struck out Snyder. So he's a hot pitcher. Retire side alternating groundouts, a ground out and fly out. So Willie Stargell will ground out 5-3 for out number 2. Reggie Jackson will fly out to Griffey in center. So Bob Feller, due to the strikeout, that's the way I play it. Again, my videos are not tutorials. I play within the framework of the rules the way I see fit. We're through 3 between these all-star teams, and there's no score here at Cooperstown Field. The Popcorn Bunch, 0. The Cracker Jack Gang, 0. Remember, Popcorn sponsored by Bazooka Bubblegum. The Cracker Jacks sponsored by Quaker. Koufax, top of the 4th. Both hurlers tossing no-nos. And it's the top of the order. Again, the orders, if you're just joining us, we just went catcher because they're number 2, right? Pitcher's a 1, catcher's a 2. So that's how he did it. 2, then the first baseman 3, so on and so forth. The DH is always 9th. The extra hitter is always 10th. So you better have a good hitting shortstop. They're always batting 4th. Fisk lined out to second his first time up. He's 0 for 1. He'll be followed by the Big Hurt, Frank Thomas, and Paul Molitor. The pitch to Pudge from Sandy Koufax. 1-4-4 to Carlton Fisk. 1-4-4. Flash. You betcha Koufax has flash. Swing and a miss. Nothing but air. Koufax picks up his second K. Fisk goes back muttering to the bench. He can't believe that hook that Koufax just threw. 1 down. Bernard Strom, Sports Replays, how you doing? Frank Thomas, 0 for 1. He grounded to second. Koufax looks in. Simmons sets the target. The pitch to the Big Hurt. 4-6-6 with a decider die to the Big Hurt. 4-6-6. Does Koufax have control? He has double control. This is going to be the first hit. Thomas reads the pitch nicely on the outside corner. I'm sorry, he pulls it, excuse me. He's a righty. He singles to left, so Frank Thomas singles with 1 out. Frank Thomas not going to steal. 1 out, 1 on. Paul Molitor at the plate. Koufax rubs up the baseball, steps back up on the mound. Simmons has set the defense for the infield and offense. The pitch to Paul Molitor. Molitor is a 1-3-6 for Paulie. From Koufax, 1-3-6. Ace. Yes. Possible strikeout. Does Molitor have the good eye quality? No. Swing and a miss on the breaking pitch. Koufax now has 3 Ks, 2 outs. Thomas will be off on contact. Phil Rizzuto popped out to third. The pitch to the Scooter from Sandy Koufax. 3-5-6 to the Scooter. 3-5-6. Are they the same? No, the Scooter's a righty. The left arm of God is a lefty. So it's not a strikeout. Is Rizzuto utility or sad sack? No, he's not. Rizzuto singles down the third base line. So Phil Rizzuto picks up a hit. With 2 outs, Thomas is a semi-stoic runner. The decider die says he's stoic. And let's see what it says for 2 outs. Runners advance 2 bases on any hit, single, or double. See stoic runners on base. Stoic runners on first base only advance to second on any single. Yeah, plus it was hit the left. He's not going first to third, that's for sure. First and second, so the scooter keeps the inning alive for Ron Santo. Santo flew out to center his first at-bat. 2 on, 2 outs. Koufax to the Cubby from 1967. Ron Santo. Can Santo give the Cracker Jacks a lead? 3-4-5 to Ron Santo from Sandy Koufax. 3-4-5. Iron catcher. Is Ted Simmons an iron catcher? No, he is not. Does Ron Santo have a good eye? No. Swing and a miss on the breaking pitch. Koufax gives up 2 hits but strikes out the side. We go to the bottom of the 4th, still scoreless. The next batter, because it's a blue on the strikeout, will go off the right now chart. So that's going to be Billy Williams. And that's going to be right now. We're just going to write that like that. So Koufax strikes out the side, gives up 2 hits, no runs. Billy Williams will deal with Sandy in the top of the 5th on the right now chart. And that's going to be the 5th inning. Got a lot of notes there. Bob Feller looking to match goose egg for goose egg with Sandy Koufax. Feller will face extra hitter Ryan Sandberg, then top of the order Ted Simmons, Rod Carew. The pitch to Rhino, 1984 Cubs. 2-2-5 to Rhino, Ryan Sandberg. 2-2-5 from Bob Feller. 2-2-5. Is Sandberg a star? He is not. Or I'm sorry, is Bob Feller a star? No. Sandberg a slugger or sad sack? He is a semi-slugger. The decider die says no, he's not a sad sack. Single to center. So Ryan Sandberg singles to center. Is he an active base runner? He is semi-active. The decider die says no, he does not steal second. But he does have a single. I think that's the first hit off Bob Feller. So Sandberg at first. Top of the order for Ted Simmons. Simmons grounded to first. He's 0 for 1. The pitch to Ted Simmons. From Bob Feller, Simmons batting lefty. He's a switch hitter. 2-5-6 from Feller to Simmons. 2-5-6. Struggler, no. Champion or patient? He's not a champion. The decider die says he's not patient. He'll hit the ball. We're going to have some infield drama. Infield drama chart with a runner on first. 25, no decider die. 2-5. Second baseman iron. Is the second baseman iron for the popcorn bunch? Paul Molitor is not iron. It's a routine bouncer ground out. So, and the lead die is a 2. So let's just look at that. We're going to use the chart here. Runner on first, 2. Fielder's choice out at second. So Sandberg is out. Simmons reaches on the fielder's choice, 4-6. Simmons at first, 1 out now. Rod Carew flew out to center. Griffey made the play there for the popcorn. The pitch to Rod Carew from 1977 Twins. 2-5-6 to Rod Carew from Bob Feller. 2-5-6 to Carew. 2-5-6. Struggler, no. Champion or patient. Carew is champion. He'll walk. So Rod Carew battles Bob Feller for a free pass. 1 out, 2 on now. Simmons advances to second. Carew at first. Bobby Doerr steps to the plate. Boston Red Sox, 1944. Derek Jeter on deck. Doerr struck out against Feller. Chance to give the Cracker Jacks a lead here. Fisk goes out to have a word with Bob Feller. Back behind the plate. The pitch to Bobby Doerr from 1944. 1-4-6 to Bobby Doerr. 1-4-6 flash. Feller does have flash. Strike 3. Bobby Doerr goes down via the K again. 2 outs, 2 on. Bobby Doerr shaking his head. That will bring up Derek Jeter, Yankees, 2006, 0-1. Feller takes a deep breath. He deals to Jeter. 2-2-4. Does it close the door on Derek Jeter? Or does Jeter bust it wide open? 2-2-4, pitching at home. Bob Feller is not pitching at home. They are the visiting team, the Popcorn Guys. Is Jeter a slugger? No. Jeter singles to center. So Derek Jeter with a clutch hit. Singles to center. Let's see if the Cracker Jacks score a run here. With 2 outs, any runner scores from second on any hit. So it's 1-0 Cracker Jacks. Scoring from second, Ted Simmons. Derek Jeter comes through in the clutch, gets a run batted in. Carew is a semi-active. He's going to stop at second. Active runner scores from second on any hit. With 2 outs, any runner score from second. That ball was hit to center. Do we want to try to go first to third with Carew? No. Michael Jack Schmidt on deck. 1-0 Cracker Jacks. Remember, Michael Jack Schmidt got thrown out on a ball hit to right at first base, as Guerrero impaled him at first. They don't call Vlad the Impaler for nothing. Let's see if Michael Jack Schmidt can get out of that kangaroo court fine. The pitch to Schmidt from Bob Feller. First and second, 2 outs, 1-0 Cracker Jacks. 1-2-3. What will it be? We shall see. 1-2-3. Both flash and fresh. Yes. Strike. Oh, wait. 1-2-3. Both flash and fresh. Bob Feller has the flash. Doesn't need the decide or die. He is still fresh. That is strike 3. Boy, this is a game that Michael Jack Schmidt would like to forget. So Bob Feller's now struck out 4, but he does give up 1 run. We go to the top of the 5th. 1-0 Cracker Jacks. Will 1 run be enough for Sandy Koufax to defeat the Popcorn Guys? The Popcorners. Popcorn, sponsored by Bazooka Bubblegum. The Cracker Jacks, sponsored by Quaker. For the visiting Popcorn bunch. Billy Williams, he'll be off the right now chart. Then Griffey and Guerrero. So Billy Williams, the right now chart. Billy Williams in his last at-bat walked, so he's not hot or cold or any of that stuff. He's not a designated hot or cold guy. Here's the pitch to Billy Williams from Sandy Koufax. That's a 12 with no decider die. 1-2 hot batter. No. It's going to be a ground out to short. One down, making the play was Derek Jeter, the man who just drove in the only run so far in this game. They throw it around the infield. One out for Ken Griffey Jr. Jr. flew out to his counterpart, Duke Snider, in center. Here's the pitch to Ken Griffey Jr. from Sandy Koufax, 2-2-6. 2-2-6 to Ken Griffey Jr. from Sandy K. 2-2-6. Batter hit by pitch. Yes, the decider die says he was hit by a pitch. Decider die determines. So Koufax hits Griffey. Tying run to first in Griffey. Guerrero, designated cold batter on deck. We might have Griffey steal here. Let's see if he can get the jump. You got to get the bullet to get the attempt on the steal. The catcher, let's think this over. Simmons is a neutral catcher, so we don't have to worry about that. 1 through 4, he'll be safe, but can he get the jump? No, he cannot get the jump. Griffey does not get the jump. He's at first with one out. Can they turn two with Vlad Guerrero at the plate? The pitch to Guerrero. If it's on the ground, it's a double play. That's a lead 1-2-2. Is that just what Koufax and the doctor ordered? 1-2-2. Workman, no. Champion or whiffer. He is a semi-champion. The decider dice is champion. It's a nubbed ball. Infield hit as he nubs it down the third base line. So an infield hit for Vladimir Guerrero. Advancing to second is Ken Griffey Jr. That's an infield single. 1 out, 2 on. Tying run at second. Go-ahead run at first. Ted Williams at the plate. DH. Flew out to Snider in center. Koufax lefty. Williams lefty. It's the left arm of God versus Teddy Ballgame, the splendid splinter from 1949. Koufax from 63. It's time machine warfare. Here's the pitch. 2-3-6 to Ted Williams. No decider die. 2-3-6. Double control. Yes. He's going to get out of the inning with 2 consecutive outs with the double control. Koufax has double control. So it's going to be a ground ball to Koufax. Williams grounds out. And we'll say grounds to short. So that's 6-3. And then Kell grounds to Koufax. 1-3. Popcorn, Strands 2. We go to the bottom of the 5th. Still 1-0 Cracker Jacks, led by Sandy Koufax. So, Kell, nice knowing you. The double control whammies, both Williams, Ted Williams, and George Kell. Bob Feller. Bottom of the 5th, trailing 1-0 to Sandy Koufax, and the Cracker Jacks trying to keep it a 1-0 lead for the Popcorn. Feller will face Yastrzemski, Snider, and Stargell. Yaz, 0 for 1. He lined out to second. Molitor made the play. The pitch to Carl Yastrzemski from Bob Feller. 1-3-3. What will it be? We shall see. 1-3-3. 1-3-3. Is Yastrzemski a slugger? You bet your ass he's a slugger. Yastrzemski crushes this ball to dead center here at Cooperstown Field. Going, gone. Bippity boppity boom to the moon. Boom goes the ball. Carl Yastrzemski, the 1967 Triple Crown winner, touches them all. To the moon, Alice, to the moon. You see that? The 1-3-3. Yaz a slugger. Yes, he is. 2-0. Cracker Jacks. So Yastrzemski has hit the ball hard twice this time. He has a bippity boppity boom to show for that. 2-0 Cracker Jacks. 2 runs to Sandy Koufax. Holy cow. That'll bring up Duke Snyder. Can they go back-to-back Jacks? The pitch to the Duke of Flatbush. 3-5-6 to Duke Snyder from Bob Feller. 3-5-6. Same. No. Snyder's a lefty. Feller's a righty. So that's not a strikeout. Utility or sad sack. No. Single to left. So Duke Snyder singles. He's now 1 for 2. He gets some revenge. He struck out his first time up. Feller's starting to struggle here. He'll become a struggler, a semi-struggler if 3 batters get on, and a full struggler if 4 batters get on. But as soon as he records an out, he goes back to normal. Willie Stargell, no outs, 2-0 Cracker Jacks. Stargell grounded to third. Feller has a word with Fisk. Fisk back behind the plate. The pitch to in 1979, a man known as Pops, but in 73, it's just Willie. The pitch to Willie Stargell, 3-6-6 to Stargell from Bob Feller. 3-6-6. Pinch hitter, no. That's going to be a fly ball to center field. Ken Griffey will make the catch. Retreating to first is Snyder. 1 out, 1 on. For Reginald Martinez Jackson, he flew out to Ken Griffey Jr. He's the DH, 1973. Oakland Athletics. Fisk sets up inside. Feller looking for the double play ball. If it's on the ground, we got the lead 1. It's a double play ball. So a 1-2-5 to Reginald Martinez Jackson. 1-2-5. Feller's not struggling. Is Jackson patient? Nope. Ground ball to third. It's a double play. Is he a whiffer? That's what the thumbs up. Strike 3. He's a semi for the decider die says no. It's a double play ball. 5-4-3. Feller gets out of the jam. He does give up 1 more run on the Yastrzemski homer. So Jackson, 5-4-3. We go to the top of the 6th. 2-0 Cracker Jacks. Ty board game, how you doing it? Hope all is well. World's Worst Gamers here. Cutter Historical. So Koufax, this is the 6th inning. We say, the way I'm playing it, these starters are fresh for 6 innings. They're all-time greats on their all-time great seasons. Some of their all-time great seasons. So. And then we'll play it by ear there. Sandy hasn't given up a run. He'll continue to be fresh. He'll face Fisk, Thomas, and Molitor. If you're just joining us and you look at the batting order and you go, that's pretty odd. We just went from catcher, who's the number 2, right? Catcher's a 2. First baseman's a 3. So we went 2, 3, all the way down. We have an extra hitter. He's the 10th place hitter. Fisk 0 for 2, a line out and a strikeout. Koufax to Pudge. Pitch homeward bound. 1-3-4. 1-3-4. Gold catcher. Simmons is not a gold catcher. Champion. Is Fisk a champion? No. The ball is hit to the outfield. We have some outfield drama. Re-roll red, blue, and decider. 56 with a decider. Outfield drama, 56. Left fielder, iron. The left fielder is Yastrzemski. He is gold. He comes in. He makes the sliding catch on the blooper to left, robbing Fisk of a hit. So Fisk is robbed by Yastrzemski. So that's a great play, we're going to say. Yaz doing it all. He's homered and now made a web gem of a catch in left field. One out for the big hurt, Frank Thomas. Thomas is 1 for 2. He singled and grounded out. Koufax to Thomas. 1-2-5 to Frank Thomas. 1-2-5. Koufax to Thomas. 1-2-5. Struggler. No, Koufax is not struggling. Is Frank Thomas patient? He's semi-patient. The decider die says no. It's a possible strikeout or ground out. Is he a whiffer? No. So it's a ground ball to third. Making the play for the Cracker Jacks is Michael Jack Schmidt as he throws to Carew at first. 2 down for Koufax and the Cracker Jacks. Paul Molitor is 0 for 2. Pop out and strike out. Koufax looking for the 1-2-3 inning. The left arm of God. The leg kick. The pitch to Paul Molitor. 3, 4, 6. Who's picking up some sticks? 3, 4, 6. Eager. Is Paul Molitor eager? No. He will work a base on balls, so he battles Koufax back and forth with foul balls, finally earning the free pass. Is he an active runner? No, so he does not steal. Inning stays alive with that walk to Molitor. But the next batter has to use the purple chart, which is the chemistry chart. Phil Rizzuto is 1 for 2. He singled and popped out in his first at-bat. So he singled his last at-bat. Let's see what happens here. Can Phil Rizzuto, with 2 outs, do something with Molitor at first? That's a 25 with a decider die for Phil Rizzuto. This scooter. 2-5. Pitching team dissidence. No, both teams are harmonious. It's going to be a fly ball to right field, ending the inning. Making the catch for the Cracker Jacks is Willie Stargell. The walk does not hurt. Koufax has tossed 6 scoreless innings. He is fresh to go into the 7th. He's only given up 2 hits, I believe, and 1 walk. Santo will lead off the 7th for the Popcorn. Bob Feller's given up 2 runs. This will be his last inning of freshness. He'll be semi-fresh after this. Or we can go to the pen. Fingers will be the first out of the pen. Eckersley the second. Fingers is fresh for 2 innings. Ryan Sandberg reached on a single but was forced out in a fielder's choice, 4-6. So righty-righty matchup. 2-0 Cracker Jacks. The pitch to Rhino. Sandberg from Feller. That's a 3-6-6 with a decider die. What does Rhino do with that? 3-6-6. Pinch hitter. No, that's a deep fly ball to center. On his horse is Ken Griffey Jr. He makes it look easy as he retires. Sandberg. Sandberg takes that turn and goes back to the dugout. 1 out. Top of the order. Here in the bottom of the 6th, Ted Simmons, the catcher's 0 for 2, a ground out and a fielder's choice. He did score on the Jeter single. That was the first run of the game in the 4th for the Cracker Jacks. Pitch homeward bound from Bob Feller to Ted Simmons. Switch hitter batting lefty. 2-2-4 to Simmons. 2-2-4. 2-2-4. Pitching at home. Nope, Feller's the road pitcher. Is Simmons a slugger? Yes, he is. That is a double to left with lightning strike. Let's see what that means. He doesn't have any extra thing, so it's a double with a lightning strike. Let's see what the lightning strike means. First time I've seen that. Home run legend advance. Home run legend. No, he's not, so it's a double. Ted Simmons doubles. He's now 1 for 3. And I think that's going to be it for Mr. Bob Feller. Well, he's still fresh. He'll pitch to Carew. The pitch to Rod Carew. Cracker Jack's trying to get a 3rd run here. He's walked and flown to Griffey in center. Carew gets a 2-5-6. It's not a double play, not a lead one. The guy's at second anyway. 2-5-6 for Carew. 2-5-6 struggler. No, he's not struggling yet. Champion or patient. Carew is champion. He walks. Second time Carew's drawn a walk. First and second, one out. For Bobby Dorr. Bobby Dorr, Fellers owned him. He struck him out twice. We're going to leave him in to face Bobby Dorr. Let's see if, oh boy, if it's on the ground, it's a double play. That's a 1-3-4. 1-3-4 gold catcher. Is Fisk a gold catcher? Fisk is a semi-gold catcher. The dot says yes. That's a strikeout. Does he have the good eye? This is going to be a double play ball because he does have the good eye by the decider die. So I think that means he hits the ball, and that's going to be a double play. Good eye. Batter avoids strikeout. Batter avoids strikeout. Ground out. Oh, no. Runners advance one base. So it's not the double play. They luck out there by the rule. So Dorr hits a slow chopper to second. He's out 4-3. Simmons to third. Carew to second. The only play that Molitor could make was to first. Second and third, 2 outs for Derek Jeter. Jeter's 1 for 2. His last time up, he singled in a run. That was the first run for the Cracker Jacks. They're up 2-0, looking to add more. Yastrzemski would homer the next inning. Does Feller stays in, trying to get revenge, trying to keep it a 2-0 game. The pitch to Derek Jeter, 2 outs, second and third, 2-0 Cracker Jacks, as these are all-star traveling teams, we'll say. 1-4-6 to Jeter. Can Feller keep it a 2-0 game? 1-4-6 flash. Yes, he strikes out Jeter. Jeter chased low and away. Feller wiggles out of it. We go to the top of the 7th. 2-0 Cracker Jacks. I think that's going to be it for Bob Feller. Indeed, it will be. So Feller is done. Feller went 6 innings. Gave up 2 runs. So Feller's done. Raleigh Fingers will come in the game next. Top of 7. Koufax has not given up a run. He's going to pitch, and he's going to be fresh. He hasn't given up a run. Koufax will face Santo, Billy Williams, Ken Griffey Jr. in the top of the 7th. Sandy has struck out 1, 2, 3, 4. Ron Santo is 0 for 2. He's struck out once and flown to center. The pitch to Santo, Cub from 1967. That's a 4-4-5 to Ron Santo, the third baseman. 4-4-5. Koufax to Santo. Workman, no. Patient. Is he patient? The decider die says no. He's going to ground out to first. Fielding the ball is Carew. He'll take it to the bag himself. Santo is now 0 for 3. So Santo is retired. Billy Williams steps to the plate. Billy's got pop. He's 0 for 1. He's grounded out and walked. The pitch to Billy Williams from Koufax. 3-5-6. 3-5-6 to Billy Williams. Are they same? Lefty-lefty. That's a strike. Yes. Lefty-lefty. That's a strikeout. Koufax strikes out Billy Williams with the breaking pitch. That's 5 Ks. For Sandy K, 2 outs. Base is empty. Top of the 7th. Koufax will face Ken Griffey Jr. Jr. was hit by a pitch and has flown out to center field. Simmons sets a target to pitch to Ken Griffey Jr. 2-3-4 to Ken Griffey Jr. Does it close the door? 2-3-4. Runners on base. No. Hot batter. Is Ken Griffey Jr. the designated hot batter, mind you? No. Popped up. He got jammed. Third base side, foul territory. Michael Jack Schmidt will squeeze it. The side is retired. Another goose egg put up by Sandy Koufax. Koufax is cruising on down the highway. Bottom of the 7th, 2-0 Cracker Jacks, sponsored by Quaker. Popcorn, sponsored by Bazooka Bubblegum. So Raleigh Fingers comes in relief of Bob Feller. Fingers is fresh for 2 innings. Fingers will face Schmidt, Yastrzemski, and Snyder. Michael Jack Schmidt thought he had a hit his first time up, but was thrown out at first by the right fielder Vladimir Guerrero. Then he struck out. The pitch to Michael Jack Schmidt from Raleigh Fingers, who's an ace star flash double control on the mound. That's a 2-3-3. What will it be? We shall see to Michael Jack Schmidt. 2-3-3. Well, that's going to be a ground out to short because Fingers is an ace and a star, so he can be either. So Schmidt's day continues to go bad. Making the play at shortstop is Phil Rizzuto. 1 down for the Cracker Jacks. Carl Yastrzemski's 1 for 2. He homered his last at-bat. The pitch to Yaz from Raleigh Fingers. 3-3-5. 3-3-5. Fingers to Yastrzemski. Wild. Is he wild? No. Is Yastrzemski a sad sack? No. Single to left with a flag. What does that flag mean? Let's see what the flag means. Eager batter grounds out. Is he eager? No, so it's a single to left. Yaz picks up his second hit. Goes the other way. Good job. Good piece of hitting by Carl Yastrzemski. 1 out, 1 on. Yaz is not going to steal because Duke Snyder's at the plate. Snyder, 1 for 2, a single and a strikeout. Fingers to the Duke of Flatbush. If it's on the ground, it's a double play. That's a lead 1. So that's a 1-5-5. Is it a double play ball? We'll find out in a moment. 1-5-5. Home run king. Snyder's a home run king. Bippity boppity boom to the moon. That is a 2-run blast to dead center here at Cooperstown Field. Duke Snyder crushes it. To the moon, Alice, to the moon. Snyder rounds the bases, is greeted by Carl Yastrzemski at the plate. It is now 4-0 Cracker Jacks. Popcorn gets burned once again. Fingers does not spell relief. 4-0 Cracker Jacks. 2 batted in for the Duke of Flatbush. Still Snyder's here. 1 out. Only 1 out. Schmidt grounded out. That's right. I just want to make sure. Now I'll bring up Willie Stargell. The pitch to Willie from Fingers. 3-4-4 to Willie Stargell with a decider die. Does the onslaught continue? 3-4-4. 3-4. Prospect. No, Fingers is an icon. Is Stargell patient? The decider die says he's patient. He walks. So Willie Stargell walks first time he's reached base. 1 out, base is empty. 4-0 Cracker Jacks. Reggie Jackson, 73 A's versus 81 Raleigh Fingers Brewers. The pitch to Reginald Martinez Jackson looking for his first hit. Last time he hit in a double play. 5-5-6, no double play with that roll. with a decider die. 5, 5, 6. Ace. Fingers is an ace. That is a line shot to third. Quickly getting back to first is Stargell. So Jackson hits it hard, but he's out. 2 outs. Stargell will be off on contact. Ryan Sandberg 1 for 2. He's the extra hitter. Cubs, 1984. The pitch to Rhino, 3-4-5. 3-4-5 to Rhino. Ryan Sandberg, 3-4-5. Eager. Is Sandberg eager? The decider die says yes. Fly ball center field. Coming in on it is Ken Griffey Jr. Second time he's flown out to Junior. Side is retired, but another home run hit by the Cracker Jacks. A 2-run shot by Duke Snider with Yastrzemski on base. We go to the top of the 8th. 4-0 Cracker Jacks. They're asking Koufax between innings, how are you? He says, I'm good. I can go. Koufax is going to go. 4-0 lead for Sandy Koufax and the Cracker Jacks. Top of the 8th, he'll face Guerrero, Ted Williams, George Kell. The pitch to Vladimir Guerrero from Sandy Koufax, 3-3-4. Is Koufax an ace? Yes, he is. And he also, is he a star? No, but he's an ace. That's all that matters. He has to be an ace or star. It's a pop-up right side, waiting for it to come down. First baseman Rod Guerrero. 1 for 2 now as he pops out to Carew. Ted Williams is 0 for 2, a fly out and a ground out. Lefty-lefty matchup. The left arm of God against a splendid splinter. Pitch homeward bound is a 2-2-4 to Teddy ball game. 2-2-4 to Ted Williams, a DH. 2-2-4. Pitching at home. Yes, Koufax and the Cracker Jacks are the home team. It's a pop-up. Outfield grass, shortstop calling for it. Jeter squeezes it. 2 down. So Williams is out. That'll bring up George Kell, the extra hitter. 0 for 2, a strikeout groundout. The pitch to Kell from Koufax. 1-4-4. 1-4-4 to Kell. Flash. Does Koufax have flash? You bet your booty. Could be a strikeout. Does. Kell has the good eye. And they're the glasses. Is that the umpire? I think that's the umpire, actually. Oh, boy. We have Angel Hernandez behind the plate. Ugh. Glasses. On a 1-4-4, questionable or lenient umpire calls ball 4. Well, Angel Hernandez does it again. He's questionable. Oh, Koufax should have had the strikeout. They call ball 4. Ted Simmons just turns and glares at Angel Hernandez. So Angel Hernandez, I guess he doesn't want to go home yet. Kell walks. He should have struck out. That gives Popcorn, sponsored by Bazooka Bubblegum, a little bit of hope. Down 4-0, 2 outs. Runner at first, top of the 8th. Carlton Fisk at the plate. He's 0 for 4. Was robbed by Yastrzemski and left on a looper. Struck out and lined out to second. Koufax pitches to Pudge. Can Fisk keep hope alive? 3-5-6 to Carlton Fisk. 3-5-6. Are they the same? No, Fisk's a righty. Koufax a lefty. Is Fisk a utility or sad sack? No, not in 1983 for the Chicago White Sox. He singles to left. Koufax just glares at Angel Hernandez, still feeling, as well as all the Cracker Jacks and their fans, that Kell was struck out. 2 outs, 2 on. Koufax with a big hurt. He's still fresh. He hasn't given up a run yet. That's the way I like to play it. The pitch to Frank Thomas. Thomas 1 for 3. 2 ground outs and a single. Can Frank Thomas bring them to within 1 with a 3 run smash. 4, 5, 6 of Frank Thomas. 4, 5, 6. Is he patient? Yes, the decider dice says he's patient. That is a walk. Angel Hernandez has really opened up the dam here. Koufax and the Cracker Jacks thought they were out of the inning with a strikeout to Kell. Kell now on the questionable walk advances to third. Fish to second. Koufax struggling. He's coming out of the game. Sandy Koufax coming out of the game. 2 outs, bases loaded. Lee Arthur Smith is coming in the game. Koufax responsible for all 3 runners as he barks at Angel Hernandez. So Smith, I should have marked. Okay, let's just do a star here. Smith will face Molitor as he comes in the 8th. Fingers came in. Oh, crap. I used the wrong bullpen dudes. Or I wrote them in the wrong spot. I used the wrong bullpen. Well, Eckersley now plays for the Cracker Jacks. Oh, nuts. Eckersley, I put him in the wrong spot. No, I did. Fingers. Well, Fingers is pitching for the other team. I grabbed the wrong team. So Smith has been traded. So Smith is down here. We're just going to do a little... So it's Smith and Eckersley. And Fingers up here. Doo-doo-doo. And this will be Fingers. Well, that's a fortuitous trade for Lee Arthur Smith, right? All right, let's not mess that up again. So we have Eckersley, they have Hoyt Wilhelm, and that was my fault. I put that guy there. Okay. All right. So Molitor. Here comes Paul Molitor, and that was a really unique thing that just happened, a trade that we didn't know about because I put him in the wrong spot. All right, here we go. It's going to be Lee Arthur Smith. Let me make sure. Eckersley here. Hoyt Wilhelm there. Okay. I grabbed the wrong pile. The pitch to Paul Molitor. Bases loaded. 1, 2, 5. I think Lee Arthur Smith's going to get out of this. 1, 2, 5. Struggling. No. Patient. No. Ground out. Is he a whiffer? No. So he's going to ground out to Michael Jack Schmidt. The pop corners leave him loaded. We go to the bottom of the 8th. 4-0 Cracker Jacks. So Molitor is retired. Raleigh Fingers, second inning of relief. Fingers was in shock when he came to the ballpark. I've been traded. You've been traded, Raleigh. You've been traded. So Fingers trying to keep it a 4-run deficit. We'll face Simmons, Carew, and Bobby Dorr, who's so happy Bob Feller's out of the game. So Smith. Eighth. Fingers came in the 7th. The pitch to Ted Simmons from Raleigh Fingers. 5-6-6 to Ted Simmons. 5-6-6. Wild. No. Does Simmons have a good eye? The decider die says yes. Foul tip. Still at bat. We roll again. 3-5-5 to Ted Simmons. 3-5-5. Struggling. No. Champion. Is Simmons a champion? No, he is not. He grounds out to second. He's not a whiffer, so it's a ground out. He does make contact. Simmons grounds out to Paul Molitor. 4-3. They were teammates with the Milwaukee Brewers, I believe, right? Yeah, on the 82 American League Championship team, I think. So 1 out. Rod Carew's up. Fingers to Carew. 3-4-5 to Rod Carew. He's ground out, walked twice, so he's 0 for 1. 3-4-5 to Carew. 3-4-5. Iron catcher. Fisk is not an iron catcher. He's semi-gold. The decider die says no, but he's not iron. Is Carew a good eye? No. That's a strikeout. So Carew goes down swinging. 2 down. As Fingers came in here. Records his first strikeout. And with that strikeout, it's going to be the right now chart for Bobby Doerr. Doerr is just happy that Bob Feller's not pitching anymore. We go to the right now chart. The pitch to Bobby Doerr, that's a 25 with a decider die. 2-5. Hot batter. Bobby Doerr is the designated hot batter. Bloops a single over Rizzuto's head into left. So Bobby Doerr singles with 2 outs. 4-0. Bottom of the 8th, Cracker Jacks. Derek Jeter's knocked in a run today. He has 2 hits. I'm sorry, 1 hit. Derek Jeter, 4-5-5. Fingers to Jeter, 4-5-5. Gotta go this way. Flipping the wrong way. 4-5-5. Flash. Yes, that's a strikeout. Does Jeter have the good eye? No. So Jeter strikes out. We go to the top of the 9th. 4-0 Cracker Jacks over Popcorn. Popcorn sponsored by Bazooka Bubblegum. Cracker Jacks sponsored by Quaker. Lee Arthur Smith found out he was traded to the Cracker Jacks. Pretty happy about that. We'll try to get the final 3 outs and give Koufax a 4-0 win. Lee Arthur Smith will face Rizzuto, Santo, Billy Williams. So, the correct bullpen now, Dennis Eckersley's in the pen there. And if we get to Hoyt Wilhelm, something has horribly happened with the Cracker Jacks. He pitches for Popcorn. We got it squared away now. Smith to Rizzuto. 1-2-2. How do you do, Phil? 1-2-2. Workman, no. Is Rizzuto a champion? He's a semi-champion. The decider die says no. He lines it to Michael Jack Schmidt at third. 1 out. So Rizzuto hit it on the screws. Nothing to show. He's down. 2 more outs. And the Cracker Jacks have a victory. Ron Santos is up. Smith deals to Santo. That's a 4-4-5 with a decider die. 4-4-5. Workman, no. Is Santo patient? The decider die says yes. He walks. So Popcorn They get a runner on. They need runners. They're down 4-0. 1 out, 1 on for Billy Williams. If he goes, boom, they cut the lead in half. Smith looks in at Simmons. The pitch to Billy Williams. 1-2-6 to Billy Williams on the ground. It's a double play. 1-2-6. Fresh. Smith is fresh. It's a line out to the second baseman, Bobby Dorr. So they're hitting Smith hard. Rizzuto lines to Schmidt. And Billy Williams lines to Bobby Dorr. Smith just challenging them with fastballs. 2 outs. Runner will be off on first. Ron Santo. Ken Griffey Jr. steps to the plate. Griffey looking to get his hit here. He did reach on a hit by pitch. The pitch to Jr. from Lee Arthur Smith. 1-2-3. What will it be? We shall see. 1-2-3. Both flash and fresh. Yes. Strike 3. Nasty fastball tailing away from the left-hand batting. Ken Griffey Jr. And with that, the Cracker Jacks win 4-0 over Popcorn. That makes their sponsor, Quaker, very happy. The win goes to Sandy Koufax. No save for Lee Smith. The loss, Bob Feller. And there you have it. This is the Cooperstown Complete set. And we are using the Cooperstown Legends. They have footnotes, Pioneers, Exiles, not a lot of them. What was the other group? I forgot, but I broke all the cards. And we just made 2 quick teams, 13-player teams, like I said, 3 pitchers, though we messed up our bullpen a little bit, but we made a trade. It's fine. 1 starter. I made the starters fresh for 6, and I just go by the way logic. Relievers fresh for 2 innings. That's the way play has it for this set. I like that. So 4-0 Cracker Jacks. For the Cracker Jacks, Jeter knocked in a run on a single. Yastrzemski had a solo homer. He scored twice. He was 2 for 3. Then Duke Snyder had a 2-run homer. He was 2 for 3. There's your 4 runs. Once again, Sandy Koufax, the left arm of God, the winner. Bob Feller, who no matter what game I have never wins, is the loser. Raleigh Fingers found out he was traded. He didn't even know. Lee Smith and Raleigh Fingers didn't even know. They were sitting on the wrong benches. And they say, hey, you're on the wrong teams because I grabbed the wrong piles. So we made a trade. There you go. That's a fun History Maker baseball. Enjoyable set. You can make your teams. I just made these with Nurse Theresa, just picking cards out from the position. I made decks. I flipped them over positions, and she picked out the teams. So we had. I was very excited to see Koufax, Yastrzemski, and Williams would be on my tabletop. Play games. They're very fun. You got to get used to them, especially the baseball game. Lots of nooks and crannies, but fun. Angel Hernandez, you got to put him in. He's a horrible umpire, and he screwed Sandy Koufax. He struck out George Kell. Everyone in the world knows he struck out George Kell, except for this jackass, Angel Hernandez. If you enjoyed the stream, smack that like button. If you have not subscribed and you wish to do so, please do so. If you do subscribe, Salvador America chimes in about Angel Hernandez. Worst umpire going. You are correct. If you have subscribed, please hit the bell for notification. Stay safe, be smart, treat people the way you want to be treated. Check out all the other wonderful content creators in our community. Subscribe, share, and like them, as well as me. Have fun. Be part of the FOC. Friends of the channel, friends of the community. Come by. Stop in where everybody knows your name. Just like Cheers, but better. God bless. I love you all. Peace.